Hey guys, Gilix here, the #1 virgin collector in North America. Today I'm showing you exactly how to get the new blueberry mount in just under 4 days. I'll break down all the requirements, every single quest, the exact dialogue options you need, and the fastest farming spots for the grinding parts, so you can knock this out without missing a step. First off, the requirements are going to be rank 3 Reshii Wraps cloak. Check out my Reshii Wraps guide down in the description if you don't know how to get this or you haven't gotten a chance to get it yet. And the next one is going to be at least rank Renown 9 with the Koresh Trust faction. Once you have these requirements, head over to Baeth in the new Tazavesh in Koresh, and then you're going to talk to him and he's going to give you a quest. It should pop up on the map as well whenever you unlock these requirements. The first parts of this entire quest line is done in the outside realm, but the last quest is done in the untethered space, which is the aka the phase diving space. So important notes here, guys, is that you will need to check in daily for a new quest. Once you finish a day's quest, the next quest will appear the following day. This mount will take a total of 4 days to get. For day 1, you're going to get a quest called Stealing What Is Ours. You're going to pick this up from Baeth. Right? Very simple, straightforward quest. Just complete the steps in there. This one's not hard at all. Day 2, same NPC, you're going to show up here to the same exact spot, and he's going to give you a quest called Win-Win Situation. Now the first thing you should do before even attempting to talk to the dialogue NPCs for this quest is go to this vendor over here, this guy called Bakare, and go to his shop, and he's going to have 2 items specifically that are quest items that you want to buy. One is going to be called Bake's Special Cookie, and 2 is going to be called Box of Cookies. So make sure you buy these items first before you start this step. The first NPC that we're going to talk to is called Zofine. We're going to right click her and we're going to be presented with a couple of dialogue options. For this one, you're going to pick "This deal is so good." The next NPC is going to be up top over here. It's going to be called Sai Sos. We're going to talk to him as well. And you're going to pick the option, "I will find you a dessert." Now, we already bought the box of cookies, so we don't have to go buy it again. Once you say, "I will find you a dessert," you talk to him again and you just turn in the cookie, and that's it for this one. The next NPC is going to be next to the vendor that we bought the cookies from. It's going to be called Bake. We're going to say, "I bought a cookie." This is going to require the Bake Special Cookie, and that'll complete this step. The next NPC is going to be named Bakaja Nai, and you're going to pick the dialogue option if the price was any lower. It's going to turn around, and we're going to find this guy called Collector Galzi. We're going to talk to him, and you're going to pick the option "Don't tell anyone." The next 2 NPCs are a little weird. So Motao, if you try to talk to him, he's not going to cooperate at all no matter what you do. And a little hidden Easter egg, this guy Xylo, if you talk to him at first and you choose "Don't tell anyone," if you come back to him after you've completed all of the dialogues with every single other NPC, he's going to have another dialogue option. So that's pretty cool. For day 3, we're going to head over here to Zydax. We're going to do his little quest that he gives us, very straightforward. And then we're going to turn around and we're going to find Chef Zyzin for the next quest line, which is going to be right over here across the bridge. Right now, for this guy, he's going to give you a little quest. This is going to be our first kill and loot quest. It's not too grindy, but it's going to take a couple of kills of mobs. You're just going to look around and you're going to find where the quest objective is. Just make sure you're actually selecting your quest. That way you know where to go and which mobs to kill. For this one, you're just going to collect a couple of quest items. Very straightforward, very easy. Just go kill some mobs and that's it. And then you're going to come back here. Now we're going to come back here on day 4 and we're going to come back to Griefta, and he's going to give us the final 2 quests. The second to last quest that you're going to get is a quest called the Grift. This quest is a little bit grindy. It's going to take you a little bit of monsters to kill, and the mobs have a lot of health, so this part of the quest is going to take you a little bit longer than the other ones. And you're also going to have to do this in the untethered space, so you're going to have to go phase diving. This is where the rank 3 Reshii Wraps cloak are required. So the first 2 quest items that we're going to focus on here is going to be called Prosperity Pebbles and Mismatched Shoes of Balance. The mismatched Shoes of Balance have a very low chance to drop from the shadowed phase shapers. So while we're running around in the first area where we pick the quest in the phase diving phase, we're going to kill as many fate shapers as we possibly can to try to loot that item. Once we have all 10 pebbles, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next item with even if we haven't received the mismatched shoes of the balance. The prosperity pebbles are these little tiny dust looking objects on the ground, and you can loot multiple of these. I think I got about 2 every single one, so you're gonna have to loot at least 5 of them, and they're in the first zone over here. So that's why we're gonna focus on getting the pebbles first, and then once we have that, even if we didn't get the mismatched shoes, we're gonna go ahead and leave the phase diving phase. We're gonna go back to the portal, and we're going to take it to the next spot. Now keep in mind, you're going to want to use this trick of constantly right clicking your buff off and teleporting to random places constantly. That way you can travel in this area faster. The next quest item we're going to focus on is going to be called the expired luck potion, and these are going to spawn for these monsters called unraveled energy brokers. Now the best spot I found for this was over here in Fracture of Lacuna. There's usually one right by the teleporter spot, so we're going to be constantly checking this spot as well. Now keep in mind, for some reason these mobs like constantly bug you out in combat and keep you in combat for a long time. If you just want to get out of combat, just right click your tethered buff off, exit phase diving, and it'll instantly drop you out of combat, and you can instantly go back to the phase as well with the phase conduit. The best spot that I found for the shadowed fate shapers is going to be at the bottom left at Ruins of Ythrone. There's actually quite a bit of these mobs around here, and there's a patrol that has 2 of them. Now you're going to have to kill quite a bit of these mobs to try to get lucky and get this loot, but we're going to check in all of these spots randomly every now and then, just to see if any of them are up and try to kill them. Another good spot I found for the unraveled brokers is in Shadow Point. Now these monsters seem to like patrol around buildings specifically, or like main zone objective areas, so I would target anything around a building to try to get this quest mob. Now notice I haven't really gone over the big giant mobs, right? So the coins of the endless depth are going to drop from the big Ravager mounts. The reason we're not really focusing on where to grind these specifically are because they're all over the place. So just kill them whenever you need that item last, because the untethered rampagers drop the coin of endless depth, but they're literally all over the place. So I would honestly go for that item last. Once you receive your last item and complete the Grift quest, we're going to head back to the Grifta, and we're going to turn it in to get our mount. Keep in mind, we're going to exit the untethered space here. We're just going to mount up because he's in the actual realm itself, the real realm. And that's the full breakdown for getting your blueberry mount in just 4 days. If you haven't already, check out my Reshii Wraps cloak guide so you can start this quest line, and even my phase lost lake pack guide if you want to speed up the last day's grind. Remember, you're also going to need rank 9 Renown with the Reshii Trust to even see the quest lines on the map. I've got tons more mounts and collectible guides coming in Ghost of Koresh. So if you found this helpful, drop a like, sub to the channel, and come hang out with me live over at twitch.tv/KillerKTV. And I'll see you in the next one.